Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So we have a bit over 1 day of Velara's rated recruitment banner active, and I just wanted to make one final video talking about her before this ends, because in my opinion Velara is one of the must pull heroes of this season. And not necessarily do you have to get all 8 of her copies to get her to Supreme Plus on this banner. Definitely you could go for 4 copies, 6 copies, and get the remainder when she comes onto wishlist, which will be in 1.5 days from right now. I think that's totally fine, but I do want to make the point very clear that Velara is one of the most important heroes we've had in this season up until now. And really, if I had to name two, is Daimon and Velara, who are the top two. And I think honestly, Velara probably is a little bit better than Daimon, but they're both really close and both really strong for Dream Realm content. Daimon is now making a comeback in the Primal Lord Magmazard. In AFK stages, both are good, but Velara is seeing more usage in AFK stages. Now let's talk about Velara, and the thing about her is she's even working at lower copies for some teams, whether it be in Dream Realm or Primal Lord. So that's the other kind of flexible and good thing about her, that even if you can't get her, all the way to Mythic Plus, immediately you can still get some value out of her. But really the big breakpoint you want to shoot for, in my opinion, would be getting the 6 copies needed to take her to Mythic Plus, because then when you get a hero to Mythic Plus with acorns, you can ascend them to Supreme, and each of these ascensions are going to give bonus stats to her. And then also at Mythic Plus you will be able to upgrade her exclusive equipment. You can upgrade that to plus 10, and now it isn't really for the skill effect, that really isn't that important, but by upgrading your exclusive equipment it increases your stats further, and those are going to provide her basically the ability to steal more stats of the opponent, because her stat steal effect is going to be based on a percentage of Velara's starting stats. And so if you have her higher ascended, she's going to be providing more of a stat buff to your allies through the stat steal mechanic basically. But yeah, so if I would have to say, I would really recommend, even if you have limited diamonds and you're worried maybe you need to save up for the future. The thing is, if we think about a bit about the future heroes now, we have Thador after Velara, and Thador is, somewhat meta for AFK stages. He's being used quite a bit, but there are teams without him as well. So it's not necessary that you have him, but most teams are going to be using Velara. So Velara is more meta than Thador for AFK stages. For Dream Realm, there's no comparison. Thador is not meta at all for Dream Realm so far, and so he's a PvP kind of oriented hero. So I would consider, for free-to-play light spenders, Thador is a completely skippable hero. Even though he's interesting, he is a passable hero if you just want to make the most efficient investments. Daimon was a hero that you should have recruited, but he can work at lower copies, and you can gradually build him on the wish list. And Velara is one of those other heroes I think you really should recruit. Try to get as many copies of her as you can, and even if you can take her all the way to Supreme Plus, it does make a bit of a difference, because her Supreme Plus effect will mean each time she recasts her ultimate after her entire basically circles have combined together and she's stat stealing, then she's going to boost your damage dealt by your team by 5%. Now this damage dealt bonus will not apply to HP per second damage, such as Freesto, Smokey's Blue Aura, and Ludovic damage and things like that, but it will apply to true damage like Shamira's damage, physical magical damage. It will boost those damage sources. So that's why it's still pretty useful, but it is only a 5% increase. But basically everyone will eventually want to get Velara to Supreme Plus. Everyone will want to get her to plus 10 exclusive equipment. Plus 20 is of course only if you can afford those resources. That is not as important. Basically you can consider her pretty much complete at Supreme Plus plus 10, but eventually when you have no other priorities, she will be one of the important upgrades to plus even 20, because she'll gain more stats from that and provide more stat stealing for your team. And because she is meta in Dream Realm, it is a good investment. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about with Velara. She is a must-have hero, definitely, and I would honestly not even worry about just using most of your diamonds to recruit for her. Now, you might be thinking, okay, we do have some upcoming heroes. We don't know exactly the schedule, but we know that Pang will be coming, and because they released it in the event calendar, I think the next rated recruitment hero we have will probably be Pang, who is like a wilder warrior we saw from Sunlit Showdown. Now, when you think about Pang, like obviously we don't know his kit, but just thinking about him as a wilder warrior, I find it unlikely that he would be, meta for Dream Realm. I would see him more as like a PvP type hero. So I would suspect probably he would be on the passable side. Of course, this is like speculation. After that, we know we're going to be getting Zany, who has her turrets. And Zany is a hero we have seen before. She has her turrets. She has, I believe we know a bit about her skills, but again, not really looking like a Dream Realm candidate, to be honest. So really, from my prediction, I think for the next two raid up banners, or a couple of raid up banners, probably not going to have a must have, and it will allow us to save up. However, one thing to keep in mind is we do have Pandora on the horizon as well. Pandora will be coming in August, actually, early August, or well, that's how they announced it. I don't know exactly when her banner will be. It'll probably last for a month, but like she is probably going to be a dimensional recruit hero, and those can only be recruited with diamonds. And so saving your diamonds for Pandora, that's actually one important thing you might want to do, because you only have that one basically shot at getting the dimensional hero until far later on you'll be able to acquire them from some other means, which we don't know exactly how expensive that will be. So that's why, okay, so I can understand if you're saving up diamonds for Pandora, not wanting to go all in on Velara, and yeah, that makes sense to me, because Pandora could be an important hero. And yeah, so that is yeah, that's basically a logical decision. But I would still pick up a couple of copies of Velara and try to save, even if you need Pandora all the way to Supreme Plus, you would probably at most need like 96,000 diamonds. That's like the worst absolute luck on hitting pity each time. And I think if you get a bit luckier, it could be around 70,000 diamonds. So if you can have like even 50,000 diamonds to spare right now, you're still probably going to be fine, because we'll have then the whole month to collect diamonds, save up for Pandora if she is meta. So I think that could be a safe bet as well. But if you want to keep like a reserve of 50,000 diamonds and not go below that, then that's totally fine as well. And then you can just wishlist Velara and get the remainder of her copies that way. But I just want to highlight that Velara is a very important hero, and by having her upgraded even up to Supreme Plus, plus 10 exclusive equipment, this is going to help you perform better in Dream Realm, and this is why she is really important, one of those must-have heroes. But anyway, guys, you can share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I just wanted to make this video before her banner ends, talking about how important she is, but it is fine if you just gradually get her from the wish list as well, but it may take a while, and it may hold you back in Dream Realm score, and that's why I think it would be really ideal if you could just take her to Mythic Plus and then get the final 2 copies later on, because then she's going to gain a majority of her stat increases by just getting her to Supreme and the plus 10 exclusive equipment. But anyway, you guys can feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.